Games, board games. I might be talking about board games, but I'm not gonna shout. I am here in Ellie's car, and Ellie's over there. She's a star, and we are going to a gamers gaming getaway. It's last day today and tomorrow, and also Sunday. I wanted to go yesterday, but here I am, and finally I'm on my way. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good whatever time it is, wherever you are. 10 a.m. ish UK time for busy beats and board game leather. And today's just a very quick show, as is typical on a Friday. But today it's not because I'm going to playtest. Oh no, I'm not going to Waterloo at all. We're going in the totally opposite direction. We're going north, and we are going to Blackwell Adventure Centre
in Bromsgrove.
In Bromsgrove, yes. I was going to get a couple of trains and a bus, but instead I only had to get the one train, which was a lot less intimidating, and also now I get some company for a good chunk of the way, which is lovely. And Ellie's also said Ellie enjoys company, which is lovely. And so let's crack on with recent highlights, living life and seeing the sights, recent highlights, playing games and other delights. Recent highlights. I don't think I played any games yesterday. To be honest, I didn't get much done. I did get the new games, which was good, so I got them just in time to bring. A game about writing words, aiming to match other folk exactly 3 times, which Ellie has played.
Yes, I've played that one.
And then I've got also a brand new game that is like the least play-tested thing ever.
Yes, I think I saw on Facebook and thought, oh, I haven't even played that one.
Yes, it's a game about setting scenarios that people would do for different lengths.
I don't know why you're asking me. It's not my game.
Oh my gosh. Hopefully I'll know the name within a week, by the end of today. And so today, yesterday I got those games. I didn't do much, is the truth. I did manage to make a meal for myself, but honestly, I frittered hours and hours away until it was literally dark. The biggest accomplishments I did at sunset was getting myself onto the couch and facing the window so I could actually see the sunset, which was at least, seeing the sunset was kind of nice. And then I did cook something for myself. It was probably a bit too much, but I hadn't eaten at all until that point. So it's I eat too much, but also not regularly enough, which is, yeah.
Yes, I was worried when you said you were having breakfast last night.
Yes. I did finish off my spinach this morning, so I have had some breakfast.
Congratulations.
And spinach with a bit of with a pepper,
right,
cut up, and from Lidl is selling caviar.
You had caviar and spinach for breakfast.
Lidl is selling caviar, so it's, as you might expect, given that it's from Lidl,
it's not high quality caviar, is it?
It's £3 something for caviar, so it's still, a wee treat, but it's got strong flavours. It's fish roe. It's fish eggs. It's what it is. That was a nice wee thing. Got myself sorted, managed to come over, and here I am. And honestly, so far done. Someone once said that I kind of told off someone a while back because they were clearly not in the best state of mind, and I was trying to encourage them to be proud of what they'd done, getting outside and putting on their makeup, and they're like, no, I've not put on makeup. This is a photo of me with proper makeup on. And I said, yeah, but you don't have to do it immaculately for you to say, yeah, I've done myself up, and you don't have to go full glam. I've packed my stuff, I've got a sheet in my bag, I didn't get the quilt in, so I've got a sheet. It's
Let's
big
hope
enough.
it's warm.
I've got a I always wear a Christmas jumper when I'm sleeping, and I've got sleeping leggings as well. So I'll probably
We
be
need to
okay.
come back to that comment. I never knew that. You always wear a Christmas jumper while you're sleeping. Like all year?
Yes. I mean, like if
Of course you do. Why wouldn't you?
there was maybe a few days where it was super hot, and then I didn't wear the Christmas jumper, I wore a t-shirt. I mean, I don't know if... I think it was
I
this
don't
summer.
think there are that many people that wear jumpers in bed.
You don't...
No. Unless, do you not have a duvet, like normally?
I do, like, I just like to be really, really warm.
Okay, fair enough.
And I would rather sweat in bed than be a little bit cold.
There you are.
But I'm okay being a tiny bit cold. Like, I've got also I've got the sheet, that's okay with the heat in, and I've also got like a bathrobe. So if I'm actually cold, I can always put that on as well.
Yes.
I'm not short of stuff, and like
I think you'll be alright. It's not too cold today.
yeah, I'll be fine. But yes, I managed to get here. I managed to get out the house, and like just getting out the door, it was like, wow, this is not good. Like it just yesterday I didn't manage to get out, but yeah. Anyway,
We're going to have a good few days, I think.
let's talk about games. Have you played any games in the past since you got back from America?
Since I got back from America, I've played one game, and it was the game I got free at BGGCon, because at BGGCon they give everybody a game.
What's the game?
It's called, oh, it's just behind me, can you see it? City...
Sea salt.
No, it's in a pile. Oh, I can't. It's called, oh God, city zoning or something. Zone.
Okay.
Zone. It's in a pile just behind me. It's not.
There's a whole not in the red bag.
It's not in the red bag. You
yes.
can't see it. There's paleo and stuff there as well.
There is paleo,
Zoned
out.
Zoned out is what it's called.
Like Grey Fox Games.
Grey Fox Games, that's what I've played. It does not need a huge box like it has. It would fit into a third of the size.
That's annoying when you're travelling on a plane, I guess.
Yeah, but I did open it up, took the massive insert out and put my underwear in it, so, you know,
Okay.
can't complain really. But yeah, it was a free game. It's really nice.
Nice.
And I brought it because I want to play it with other people. I just tested it by myself, being two different people. It doesn't have a solo mode. And it's just cards. You sort of build out a city with which you place cards overlapping zones, a bit like Sprawlopolis or something like that, where you're overlapping. The cards are slightly bigger, and you are trying to build up zones according to objectives, and you know one of the objectives. All the other players know one of the objectives, and then there are two objectives that are available for everybody to see, but you score all of the objectives whether you know what they are or not.
Okay,
at
so
the end of the game. So you'll
if
sort
you
of
see
watch.
someone else doing something, then you'll kind of be like, oh,
Yes.
maybe that's what I'm going
Exactly. And you can therefore, I hope, do things that will sort of bluff other people into thinking, oh, well, and you might have conditions that score off each other as well. So you might have, or you get every building in an industrial zone lets you score points, but also every building of size 2 lets you score a point, because you can build up in skyscrapers 1, 2, or level 1, 2, or 3. So
That sounds cool.
I think it might be cool. It was quite fun even just to play on my own. And I was honestly, my expectations are low because it was a free game. I was thinking, why am I getting this game free? Is it crap? And that's not a great thing to think. But yeah,
No,
I think it might be quite
just the
nice.
case that I think a lot of games don't sell, and like most games these days are actually generally quite good.
Yeah.
And it's like the base level. I think this speaks to the base level of games these days. It's not if you've got a good game, it's going to sell. Like, not only does it need to be great in some way, but it has to be marketed really well. You have to be lucky with the buzz. I mean, Yogi's not done quite well, but like even there, like it feels like it could be even bigger, like mass market, which is. But you know, there's so much that goes into whether a game just has to be discontinued, and then they need to get rid of a bunch of stock.
Exactly. So they were giving away a bunch of games, and it was nice how they did it, because you kind of went into the room the kind of registration room at the beginning of the day, and they zapped your badge if you had it already, because I did, because I was there for a conference the previous 2 days. And then they say, oh, delve in the sort of tombola, and they have playing cards, and you bring out a playing card, and depending on what suit and number.
Oh, so there were like a whole bunch of different.
There were different games.
That's
games.
good. So that means that
different games,
potentially you could play them with each other,
yeah.
And if a crowd of 5 people went in,
yeah.
and they were all family, then they'd get something each. But presumably, if 2 of them got the same thing, they might say, okay, just get the other thing.
Yeah, I guess, or find someone else to switch with.
Yeah.
I think the 2 to the 6 of spades was the game that I got. So
okay.
There were several other ones that you could have got. It was a brilliant convention. I was at BGG-Con. It was brilliant.
Yeah, and so we don't need to talk about the whole BGG-Con and everything right now. Let's just recap and wrap up before we finish up. Oh, I never did a brilliant thing. What's a little thing which is brilliant? I'm going to say brilliant thing today is the support of friends who kind of, wait for you and drive you places. That's very specific. But also, just honestly, traveling with someone else, I think does make it a little bit easier. And I think being like, okay, I've only got this many things, and then I'll be with someone else. And it's like, okay, having this time with just one person before it's like, okay, I want to be in this convention. And whilst I'm really looking forward to the convention, and I'm sure I'll have a great time once I'm there, it's the
anticipation.
And yeah, there's just a little bit of anxiety wrapped in there, to be honest.
Yeah.
But that is brilliant. And so, as always, for the people watching, do feel free to comment, ask questions, because that's why I do these live. Also, feel free to follow. But at this point, question of the day. Here's a little question before we go on our way. I'm going to say, what are your top 3 modes of transport? I'm going to say that for me, I would say bike, and then probably, sitting in someone else's car, and then maybe the last one would be train. Yeah, the third would be train.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, it really depends where you're trying to get from and to. I wouldn't want a car if I had to get across the channel. Right?
Mm-hmm. Well, you could take the ferry.
I suppose you could take the ferry. That was a bad example. If I had to get across a river, I would want an amphibious vehicle. Am I allowed to say amphibious vehicle? Because I think that'd be really cool.
Yes.
Okay, I want amphibious vehicle as my number 1. As my number 2, I always wanted to go on Concorde and never did. I'll have that as my number 2. And what about a mode of transport that I can't operate?
You're going a lot more interesting than me, but you could totally go for spacecraft or... Yeah.
I could go for spacecraft. I was thinking of a skateboard, which is slightly more...
Because
I've always
you
wanted
enjoy
to be able to
seeing
skateboard,
people
yes.
do tricks.
But also, I just like seeing people zoom past me when I'm sitting in traffic who are on skateboards. So, yeah.
And Darius Twyman says, hello, wish you were heading down to Uncon, but have a great time this weekend. Thank you very much, and lots of love to you, and I hope you have a wonderful time. That's the case. There's always just so much going on.
Yeah,
and Darius says, top 3 are car, and car. Wow. So over to you. What are you up to? You can share button if you want to. What are you up to today? I'm interested to hear anything that you looking forward to, something that you need to do. Well, I'll definitely be doing a 2 p.m. event. I have to decide which game it's going to be today, because there's 2 new games, and it made sense for me to do one of them today and one of them tomorrow.
Yes.
I'll have a ponder. I mean, I don't need to decide until I get there, or really until it starts. But I'll work out which one I've got more ideas for, and then I'll, make that the first one. Because I don't want, it's a weird thing, because I almost wonder if I'm releasing too many games. I feel like the 1 new game every convention was a bit much. and it's honestly been overwhelming. Like,
Well, that's the problem. It becomes stressful to
Yeah.
think that you've got to do it. If you set up an expectation, just for yourself, that's what you've got to do, then that.
And I told other people, and I
Yeah.
even printed it on cards. So
But I don't
I'm
think
definitely
anyone
not
else
doing
is
it next year. And Dragon Meat, just for the record, it's if there is a new game, it's going. Well, I'll teach everyone a new LDEC game. There's like many new LDEC games, and I'll have printings. And if you've already got an LDEC, I'll give you, I'll have a small number of rules printed out, which you can pick up for free.
That totally counts.
Thank you. Yes. I mean, I've got to spend the time writing the rules for these, rewriting the rules, I should say, except for one of them, because, I hope Christopher Chung doesn't mind me saying the rule writing is not good. And I had a lot of back and forth with them to double check.
Okay.
But, no, it was a really cool thing that they made, and I'm really excited by all the things. And, yes, someone said that the first game that they would like to play is Spithill, so I'm going to prioritise doing that one.
Right.
So,
can I share something I'm looking forward to?
Yes, please do.
Well, I'm staying at the convention today and tomorrow, and then I have to go home tomorrow evening because I'm going to a musical theatre club night.
Ooh.
At my local musical theatre, glee club, right?
That sounds fantastic.
We're having we've decided that because our after show parties are the best, and where we just play songs from different musicals that we know, and we sing and dance and try and remember the routines we learned when we were performing them, that we're going to do that more regularly and not wait until we've done a show to do it. So we've got tomorrow night is our musical theatre club night.
That is super lovely.
It's going to be brilliant.
I hope you have a wonderful time.
Oh, I will. I'm already looking forward to it.
And you know what? I'm going to try and come up with 5 things about the convention. I'm looking forward to trying, just sitting down with people and saying hello. I'm looking forward to putting my stuff into, the room, and maybe changing my top, because I deliberately wore this top because this one is really fast to dry and doesn't get too sweaty. So, while I'm carrying this heavy rucksack, I didn't want to wear my best top.
Quite right.
But there's a poker night tonight, and I thought, I'll try a bit of poker. I'm hoping that people are similar to me, not necessarily great, but willing to play super seriously, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Actually playing to win, because it's not fun if people are just messing around and just raising for the heck of it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing Dave. I'm looking forward to seeing Sarah, and looking forward to trying a game that I've never played, and maybe even playtesting something. I brought, I've brought an LDEC which has Questable and a bunch of things. I'm excited to see how people react to my game. There's so much. What would you say some of your things that you're looking forward to today are?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing a couple of games that I haven't played yet that I've brought and are still in shrink wrap. I'm looking forward to, I brought a couple of things to play test because we aren't at our normal playtesting group. I brought a couple of things just in case we get a chance to do that. I'm just looking forward to hanging out with people who like playing games, because, don't get to do that enough, and it's a thing I totally love doing.
I mean, you've done quite a bit of it over the past 10 days. But it's good times, and you might not get to do so much of it.
To grab every opportunity.
But that is us, and for now, if you want to, I guess recap and wrap up before we finish up, I guess what I'm saying is that here, heading to a Gamers Gaming Getaway, thanks to Ellie for helping me out and driving together. When I say travelling together, I don't know what this is called. Let me be a passenger. It's going to be good times, and Board Game GeekCon sounded amazing. And Darius wants to say Uncon preparation, learning Flamecraft, learning Splendor Duel, learning Karen, and learning Arkham Horror. What do you mean learning Karen? Is that the name of a game?
don't know, maybe it was a typo, or maybe it's a game about people like Karens, that type of person that's, you know.
I mean, that's an interesting name for a game. If there's a new game called Karen, I assume that it is about self-righteous people.
Maybe.
I mean, let us know, Darius.
Yes, we need to know the answer to that. I played Flamecraft. It's good. It's a good game.
I have not played any of those yet, to be honest. I mean, the closest I've come to those. Oh no, I have played Arkham Horror. Sorry,
Okay.
I've played that a couple of times, and I do like the movement system in Arkham Horror. Have you played it?
No.
Oh, it's got a nice thing where you flip over a card, and every place has arrows or symbols, and so whatever the symbol is on the card that you flip, that determines where all the creatures move. So it feels random, but it also feels kind of intelligent and meaningful. So yeah, that's quite nice. And thank you for popping in, CD, who says have fun at the con. Lots of love to you. And as always, if you want to check me out, I am Stuffed by Bez in all of the places, stuffedbybez.com/streams. Although for some reason my Google calendar isn't updating, but Saturday and Sunday I will be at the convention. Monday I will be speaking to I've forgotten their name, but it's an artist and 3D modeler who's new to the industry, and I'm excited to chat to them about that. So please spread the word. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Ali, for being here, and lots of love. And of course, the only thing left to say is bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye, bye.
Bye.